Welcome to the YouTube channel Technical Knowledge with Engineers. I Ekta Dongre and today I am going to discuss about the topic that is Introduction to Electronic Communication. So here we go. Okay, so I hope we all are familiar with the word communication, but only few of us actually knows the proper definition. So what is communication? What we mean by the communication? It is basically a process of exchanging the information, or we can elaborate it as we people communicate to convey our thoughts, to convey our ideas, our feelings to others. So this process is nothing but a communication. Okay, we are actually doing a communication process. So this process of communication is inherent to all the human lives, and it includes the verbal, non-verbal, print and electronic processes. Each and every communication process, it involves at least one sender, a message and a receiver. These are the three main basic components in the process of communication. That is very first sender, a message, and the last that is a receiver. In the process of communication, the transfer of message from the sender to the receiver can be affected by a huge range of things, or we can call them as a barrier. So the main barrier that can affect the communication are language, and the second one is our distance. Now talking about the methods of communication. Communication can be done through the signals, or it can be done face to face, or with the help of electrical innovations like telephones, telegrams, radios, TV, television, and internet. Now, what is electronic communication? So the electronic communication it consists of three basic components: a transmitter, a communication channel, or we can call it as a medium, and a receiver. Okay, three basic components: a transmitter, a channel, and a receiver. Here the message that has been sent by the sender are converted to the electrical signal, and then that message is sent to the receiver through the channel. And here the channel can be optical fiber, it can be optical cable, or it can be a free space. Okay, so if we talk about the examples of electronic communication, it can be satellite communication, mobile telephones, or the cable TV. Moving ahead, here you can see a basic communication model which shows the communication flow between the 2 points that are source and the destination. Okay, and here is a line between source and destination that is nothing but a channel. So we'll discuss it one by one. So source is the one that gathers the information. Okay, it collects the information, and that information can be in the form of voice note, media like picture, video, binary bits, and etc. Like it can be in the form of anything. Okay, and destination is the clearly a place that collects the information, and this link, that is a channel, we can call it as a link because it is connecting both of them. So it is a medium which is transferring the information from source to the destination. Here are the short definitions: source, sender of the information; destination, receiver that receives the information; channel, medium of the information between the source and the destination. Okay. Now here is the well described model which includes the sender, modulator, transmitter, channel or a transmission medium, receiver, demodulator, and the very last, destination. So one by one we are going to discuss all of these. So the first, that is the sender, we know it sends the message first. Okay, the very first is sender sends the message. Then modulator it performs the process of modulation. Now what is a modulation? Modulation is nothing but a process of converting the data that is sent by the sender into the radio waves by adding information to the optical carrier signal. Okay, or simply we can say that it is a process of encoding the information in the transmitted signal. Okay, it encodes the information in the signal. Now next is transmitter. Transmitter is basically a device which introduces the modulated signal into the channel, or for more understanding we can say that transmitter is a collection of electronic components and the circuits that converts the electrical signal into a signal that is suitable for transmission over the given medium. Okay, what it do? It converts the electrical signal into a signal that is suitable for the transmission. Okay, so a transmitter is made up of oscillator, amplifier, tune circuit, filter, frequency mixer, frequency synthesizer, and many other circuits. Okay, all of these performs their all own work. Then communication channel, as we discussed, like it is a medium, okay, which is by which the electronic signal is sent from one place to the another place. This is the main link between all of this. Okay. The type of medium includes the electric conductors, optical media, free space, or specific system media. Like example, water. That is it is a medium for the sonar. After that, receiver. Receiver. It is a collection of electronic components and the circuit that accepts the transmitted message from the channel and then convert it back into the form that is understood by the human. Okay, what a receiver? It is also a connection of electronic components and the signal that accepts the transmitted message from the channel and then it converted back into the form that is understood by the humans. A receiver contains an amplifier, oscillator, mixer, tune circuit, and filter. And very important, it contains a demodulator, or we can call it as a detector. Okay, demodulator. Demodulator performs the process of demodulation. So demodulation is the process of extracting the information from the transmitter signal. This is a very simple definition, that it is the process of extracting the information from the transmitted signal, or we can say that it gets the source signal from the receiver signal and pass it to the destination. Demodulator and modulator, they perform the reverse operations. Okay, both do the reverse operation. Like modulator, what it do? It is a process of it encodes the information in the transmitted signal, while the demodulator extracts the information from the transmitted signal. Okay, so we can read the short definitions written over here. Modulator transform the source signal so that it is physically suitable for the transmission channel. Transmitter introduce the modulated signal into the channel. Receiver, it detects the signal on the channel and it amplifies it. Then demodulator gets the source signal from the received signal and then pass it to the destination. Okay. Now noise. The noise, this word you may have heard. So as written, noise is an unwanted electrical disturbance which give rise to the audible or the visual disturbance in the communication system and error in the digital communication. Or we can say that noise is a random, undesirable electronic signal that enters the communication system via the communicating medium and then interferes with the transmitted message. Then noise can be external or it can be internal. It is further classified as external noise is classified as atmospheric, extratransversal, man-made, and internal noise is classified as short noise, thermal noise, transient time noise, flicker noise, and partition noise. So atmospheric noise. Okay, this noise is originated from the cracking or the loudspeaker of radio. Okay, this is due to the atmospheric noise. Then extra transversal is a noise originating from the sun and the other outer space. Then the man-made noise, or we can say it as an industrial noise. The man-made noise is generated due to the make and break process in a current carrying circuit. Then internal noise, it is generated within the electronic device or the circuit, so it is called as a internal noise. These are the other types. Then types of electronic communication. Electronic communication, okay, it is based on the direction. Okay, it is further classified on the basis of the direction, okay, in which direction the information is transmitting. So generally the mode of communication can be divided into three types, that is simplex, half duplex and a full duplex. We will discuss it in detail. So very first, that is a simplex system. The simplex system, the system capable of sending information in one direction only. Okay, where only the sender can send the information and only the receiver can receive the information. It is a one-way direction. Okay, information is communicated in only one direction. Only the sender can send the information and only receiver can receive it. Okay, example, TV and radio broadcasting. You can see the diagram. It is a mainframe monitor. It is sending the information. Only one can send the information only in a one direction. Okay. Second is half duplex system. So the system capable of carrying the information in both the direction, but only the one direction is allowed at a time. Like we can say that it is a time instant. Only one direction is allowed at a time. The sender transmit to the receiver and then reverse the roles. Okay, this is return. These systems are bidirectional. Example is given as walkie-talkie set. Okay, here is one station, here is another station. Both have the information. Both can transfer the information to each other, but at a one time only. Okay, they are time instant. If this one is sending, so उस वक्त पे ये नहीं उसको भेज सकता. Okay, simultaneously ये नहीं share कराएंगे. Then the third is full duplex system. The very last, so the information can be carried in both the direction at the same time. Okay, in full duplex, information can be carried in both direction at the same time. The two direction of information travel are independent of each other. Okay, and this system is truly bidirectional. That is, it allows the communication to take place in both the directions simultaneously. Example is the telephones which we use today. So you can see this is station. Both have the information. They can communicate. They can transfer in both the direction at the same time simultaneously. So if we talk about the difference between the half duplex and full duplex, so half duplex is have a limited bandwidth. It have a number of wires or the signal channels, while the full duplex, it requires twice as much bandwidth as the half duplex part. Okay, and also in half duplex, the user shares the same bandwidth or wire with the but at a different time. Okay, shares the same wires and bandwidth but at a different time. While in half duplex, user do not have to take turns. Like they can share the bandwidth or the wires at the same time. Now, talking about the advantages of electronic communication, the very first is speedy transmission. Second is wide coverage. Third is low cost. Then exchange of feedback and managing global operation. So, speedy transmission, from this we can say that it requires only few seconds to communicate through the electronic media. Okay? It saves the time. Only few seconds we need to communicate through these electronic medias. and it supports the quick transmission. Then a wide coverage. For this, world has become a global village, and the communication around the globe requires a second only. So wide coverage. Then low cost. Electronic communication saves the time and money. Time we have discussed, and how it saves the money. For example, we can say a text SMS is cheaper than the traditional letters. It saves the money and time at a same instant. Then the exchange of feedback. Electronic communication, it allows the instant exchange of feedback, so the communication becomes perfect using the electronic media. Okay, instantly we can give the feedback, we can take the feedback, so it also saves the time. Then the last, that is managing global operation. So that's it. Thank you all.